Hi, welcome to the ADORNit studio. Today we have a guest designer with us, Jennifer Rodriguez. And Jennifer has been sewing for quite a few years and has a great pattern project here that's offered to you free by watching this video. And she's going to step us through all of the things that she did in order to make the project. And the project Jennifer is going to make is this darling camera strap. And it's well built, so it's going to be able to hold the weight of your camera. And I'm going to model it here. Adorable. Yes. And it's got cute little pockets.
Yes, you can hold your lens or you could hold your camera card in there.
For me, it would be my lens cap. I have funny stories about people losing lens caps in our family and them trying to retrieve them later. So yeah, lens cap for sure, huh?
Yep, yep.
Okay, Jennifer, we're going to talk a little bit about you.
Yes.
Tell us about your blog that you do.
My blog is allthingsbelle.blogspot.com. I've been blogging for about 5 years, about the time I had my first child. And in the beginning, it was kind of about my children's antics. And I needed a creative outlet, like most moms. And I've been sewing and quilting and doing mixed media all along. And so the blog is now more about arts and quilting and sewing. And I have a number of tutorials on there. You're welcome to go check them out.
Oh, neat. So they can get more classes, more inspiration.
Yes, yes,
Fun
yes.
things that Jennifer's up to. So definitely, we'll put a list of that when we do the video for everybody to kind of see where to go, besides what you just told us. So remember where to go. That's great. Yep. That's fun. Now, you're a mommy to how many kids?
I have 3. I have a 3-ring circus. I have 2 little girls and a baby boy. And they keep me hopping. So a lot of this that I do during nap time or I do during bedtime. And this camera strap, if you have a good napper, you can do it during a nap.
That is a plus for all those mommies out there, because we know we have a lot of young people that are into sewing, and this is the perfect thing because every mom needs to take pictures to capture the memories of their children.
Exactly,
and
we're
their
photographers.
Oh, big time.
I'm lucky to get in the picture, so.
Yeah, and with digital cameras today, it's made it so easy for everybody to be the photographer.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
And to have a comfy camera strap that's cool looking.
Well, and the straps, I was originally asked by a friend of mine to make this, and I was kind of shocked, sticker shocked, by how much they cost out there. And this project, with the beautiful ADORNit fabrics, it's going to maybe cost you $15 or under. It's a bargain. Do it during nap time, and you have a gift for Easter, a gift for Mother's Day, which is around the corner.
Yeah, and so very affordable and easy to do, like you said. So that's exciting. Thank you so much for sharing this project.
Thank you for having me.
For people to be able to just come on and follow along and make it, this is really a treat.
Oh,
we appreciate it. So I'm going to skip out of the video right now and let Jennifer take over. She's going to go through each step as she shows you how to make it. And at any time while you're watching the video, you can pause, cut, sew, come back, play it again, follow along. So this is great. Thank you, Jennifer.
Much.
Okay.
All right, let's get started on that camera strap, especially if you're going to make it for Easter or Mother's Day. You are going to love this. So if you want to take a quick look at what we're doing. Today we're going to use ADORNit's Crazy for Daisy. The yellow and gray is so beautiful, and it's actually my mother's favorite color combination, so she may see this again later. We'll see. All right, the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to cut 3.5 by 30 of the gray fabric. You want 2 pieces. You're basically cutting the front and back strap of your camera. Now you can buy a 1/4 yard of fabric. Can't use a fat quarter, it's going to be too short. So you want a 1/4 yard and cut them down to, again, 3.5 by 30. You're also going to cut 2 pieces of Fusible Fleece, 3.5 by 30. This gives it some extra softness and durability. And then just following the directions, you are going to iron it on to each piece. So both the front and the back will have the Fusible Fleece. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to need nylon strapping, 1-inch nylon strapping. You can buy this at a local hobby store or sewing store. It usually comes prepackaged, about 40 inches, and that's about what you need. You want to cut 40-inch strap. This is short, just to show you. And then what you'll do is you'll take the back piece of your camera strap. You're going to position your webbing right down the center, so you have a little bit, about 5 inches left on each side. Now a little tip for you, because it's 1 inch, needles can be kind of fiddly, just use a good old glue stick. Just add a little bit down, it will stay, it won't feel funny, I promise, and you're just going to sew it down the center. You are going to want to use a coordinating thread. This is going to be back, no one's going to see it, but I just like everything to look nice and pretty. Okay, so that's your back. Just put it to the side. Okay, so the next part, we are going to make pockets for either side of the camera strap. As I mentioned with Carol Lee, it's really nice to have for your lens pocket or even your keys, just a little something while you are taking pictures. You are going to cut your pocket fabric. It's 3.5 by 5, and we use the coordinating Crazy for Daisy yellow. It's so pretty. And you're going to want to heat up your iron, and you are going to iron down 1/4 inch and then another 1/4 inch. Why are we doing this? This is hiding those raw edges. And yes, it's the inside of the pocket, but we want everything to look nice and pretty. So 1/4 inch and then a 1/4 inch again. Use a lot of starch to make it nice and stiff. And then we're also using some of the beautiful ADORNit Crazy for Daisy coordinating trim. And again, a nice little tip for you is just use a little bit of glue stick and glue that down. And then you're going to top stitch it. I used white, so it's a nice coordinating color. You can't even really see it. This is going to keep that in place so it won't come up again, and it just adds some fun texture to it. All right, so do that for both pieces. Okay, so we're moving on. You have your camera strap bag, which has the nylon attached. And then you have your camera strap front, and you are going to pin your pocket just like this onto either side of the camera strap front. Just go ahead and pin that. And that way it won't move when you're sewing. Do that to both sides. And then with right sides together, you will have the front and the back of the camera strap. You are going to sew a 1/4 inch seam allowance on both long sides. Do not sew the bottoms. This is where you're going to pull it out. So once you've done 1/4 inch on this side, 1/4 inch on that side, your pockets were sandwiched in there, you can go ahead and turn this out. And then you'll see when you've turned it out that your webbing is perfectly placed and your pockets are all finished. Those seams are hidden and it's ready to go. Okay, you can put that to the side. Now, when I look at camera straps for sale, they always had this nice leather on the end. And I want my camera strap to look as professional as possible. So what I did is I just bought some scrap leather, and you can usually find that at a sewing store, or there's a couple places online. I believe Tandy.com has it. And I like the black, but it comes in all different shades, whatever you want. And if you're opposed to using leather, you can just use a vinyl. What this will do, it's going to cover all your raw edges on the bottom, and it's going to give you a nice clean edge. You don't have to worry about sewing those in, and it adds some extra durability and strength. Now, I created a very easy template for you. This will be available on the site. Just go ahead and download it, and you're going to cut 4 pieces of the leather or vinyl. You're going to have 2 for each side. Now, when I do it, again, I have my trusty glue stick. I just glue the leather on top, both sides. When you're doing this, you are going to want to switch to a leather needle, and I also coordinate the color of the thread. So I use the black thread, so it looks nice and neat. If you want, you can trim the edges down when you're done sewing. And we are almost done. It is so, so quick. You Your baby is still sleeping and you can make this. All that is left is attaching the finding to the end of the camera strap. Now, I want to give you a tip before you finish this off, before you sew it all and then you put it on your camera. Not every camera is the same. Now, I have a Nikon, and this finding works perfect for it. I made one for a friend who has a Canon. It did not work perfect. So what I want you to do before you sew this on and it's permanent, I want you to test it out. Now we have this really pretty jewelry finding, again, craft store, Joann's, Michael's. Or if that doesn't work, if it's too wide and doesn't fit through, you can just use a split steel ring, or just explore, you know, see what's out there, see what you like. And as you can see, all we did is you fold your nylon webbing, you fold it over again so you don't have that raw edge, and you just zigzag. And a black thread, everything matches, you can't even see it. It's nice and durable. And then Mom has a super cute camera strap now. And this is so easy and inexpensive. You could change it for the seasons. You could change it for birthdays. If you have an embroidery machine, you can embroider their name on it. So easy, so inexpensive. I hope you had fun. I hope you try this. I hope you make some for those mothers out there. We are the photographers. We are the memory makers. Thank you so much for spending this time with me.